I'm gonna use lag bolts as shown in the diagram.
I am securing the base with a galvanized 3/16, no, 5/16 in by 4 inches. The recommended one actually is 3/8, which is 1/16 bigger than this. But the remaining wood is narrow. Look, I'll show you. So this is narrow. I had to put it in the center, and using a 3/8 is kind of looks big to me. So I think 3/16 is fine. I already mark here. I already mark where I have to put it. I'm gonna start from that corner, and I'm gonna use a washer, also a galvanized. It's 5/16. 1/4 is fine, but it's kind of exact, so there's no wiggle room. I'm gonna pre-drill it with 3/16 and 1/2 French socket. Look at the length of the screw. So it's gonna use the rest. Let's see if it's gonna be okay. That's why I use 3/16. For the 3/8 lag screw, it also suggested a 3/16 pre-drill. So it's a little bit bigger, but I think that's good enough to make it easier to put it in. Let's try this corner. Let's see the washer. So the washer is, let's mark it. We'll do the same thing here. This one here. I just added this to make it 4, but I think for the shorter end, you can just have 2 and then 4 on the long end. So let's start with this. Okay, let's try this. I might have a hard time. One half socket wrench. I don't have an attachment for this one. I have the 1/4, but this is 3/8. So we have to do is manually, the hard way. Uh-oh, cracked. Oh man, it cracked. Next one is 4/16, which is 1/4. We have to do the 1/4. It cracked. I'm using a 1/4 now. 1/4. This is 1/16 smaller than 5/16 because 1/4 is 4/16. So add 1/16 is 5/16. Now this one is a little bit, see this, bigger, so it cracked. I'm gonna use this. Besides, this is also longer. Yeah, at least we only have a few thing. Again, it's a little bit slanted because there's not much clearance anymore. Next time, I don't want it to be slanted a little bit. I'm just gonna make it towards the edge. Okay. I don't wanna. If I overdo it, the head comes off. That's what happened. I have to push this a little bit. Or this one. Either this. Because there's a gap here, I think we need to push this. I don't know if we can do that. This one is hard to push. We're gonna push this. Yeah, the center here. We're gonna push. This is a little bit easier. That one is hard. Let's do it. This time my priority is making this straighter. So it's okay if I'm a little bit on the edge. So it will be like that. I don't have the tool to drill this straight through because see, it's still a little bit slanted. I don't have the angle to with a chuck. That's fine. I wonder why it stopped on the somewhere. It's okay. Let's do this again. Now, this will take some time. Okay. In order for me to achieve this square, no gap, I have to push this side here. But how do we do that? My wife is not strong enough. So here's what I did. Yep, I push this one and then let her hold it. Smart, right? Yep. So you do it. We'll put it here. It might crack. And then, yeah, something like this should do it. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, man. I have to put this. Okay. Need to put it on the drill. You can release it, Mama, and yeah, you can remove your foot before. I will probably need you. Okay, it's good. So to make this square, I did the same thing on that. Yep, trying to be creative here. Now we don't have a gap. Perfect. Okay. Gotta move this. Oh, luckily, that's a good protection of the wood. Okay, should be good. You're good, Mama. This side is a little bit tougher to square because we don't have those thing here, like what I did here. So here's what I did. I asked my wife to stand on it with a block, and that did it. Here. Base is secured, or greenhouse is secured to the base. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 on the other side, and 2 on the end wall, plus 2, so 12 lag screws. I forgot to put the 2 there. And then I measured it. It came out to be 9 and 218 inches. 9 feet and 218, which is what the manual says. We were able to achieve that because we force it to be square using all those techniques. So just checking the level, and it's perfectly leveled. I thought the base would settle a little bit because of the rain, but I guess I compacted it perfectly. And on this side, we're good. Now we put all the corner brackets and on the panel, and then the corner brackets. 12 of them. Let's do it. Now we put all the corner brackets, all those 4 corners there. Now we're gonna secure the side wall, the long one. We'll put one here, one there. There's already, oh, okay. And then in here. Now we do the corner bracket on the inside here and here. This is the window sill, so this one is not connected here. So we're just trying to connect all this only on the side wall, the long wall, not on the short wall, according to the guide. Okay, my last one. There you go. All the brackets on the side wall are installed. It makes me wonder why only on the side wall and why on the inner. One of my theories could be that because this side here, it has the post that it all screwed at the base. This one doesn't. It depends on this. So we have to, that's my only reason, screw this. And of course, well, in partner, this also secure the window sill. Well, then you have this reason of this window sill. Anyway, it begs me that question. I have no idea, but everything is done. Brackets, there's no brackets here. That's it. There's no more. And then this one. Okay, the brackets for the center is on the outside, and that's actually why it's on the inside, because this is really not, this wood here is really not connected here. Unlike here, we have, you can see it from below. Okay, all the brackets here. In here, you will see the bracket here, but this one is not on the windowsill. This is the frame of this panel. Unlike here, it's on the windowsill, or on the sill is what they call it. Okay, well, it's all done. Now we're gonna do the roof. It's getting dark. I think I'm gonna finish it in one day.